Floridians are no strangers to disasters, and they rely on our state's first responders to lend a helping hand. Florida businesses are no different. Following a storm, Florida small businesses rely on the Florida SBDC Network. We help small businesses secure immediate sources of emergency capital to help retain employees, pay for repairs, and other expenses to reopen their doors. Our team of certified professional consultants and specialists help our small businesses impacted by disasters secure the necessary resources to give them the best chance for a long-term recovery, including helping to develop short and long-term strategies for expanding or accessing new markets and opportunities for growth. Since 2016, in partnership with SBA, the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity, and the Florida First Capital Finance Corporation, the Florida SBDC Network has directly and indirectly assisted over 7,000 small businesses securing more than $500 million in disaster loans. Businesses like Sindale Farms, a family-owned dairy farm in Mariana, home to 500 cows. The farm also owns a high-end ice cream shop in downtown Mariana, Florida. In October, the farm suffered physical and economic injury from Hurricane Michael. Seeking help recouping their losses, which included severe property and fence damage, loss of 4 adult cows, and loss of income, the Austins reached out to the Florida SBDC at the University of West Florida. They got help securing the Florida Small Business Emergency Bridge Loan.
So we were extremely lucky with the hurricane. We did lose a few animals. We had some damage to our barns. The majority of our damage happened with tree loss and fence lines. We lost over 6 linear miles of fence that either needed to be repaired or rebuilt, and we're still in the process of doing that currently. On the farm, we lost probably 60 to 65% of our tree canopy.
We never expected it to be as bad as it was, but post-hurricane, we had thousands of trees down all across the 500 acres. Immediately after the storm, the easiest way to describe it was pure overwhelming. My husband often referred to it as triage. We obviously had to care for our cows every day, and we couldn't stop doing that. We still have a ton left to do, and we may take the rest of our lives doing it. And it's just been a slow and steady rebuilding process, from trees to fences to barns. It's been quite a task.
For the Austins, recovery has been slow. 1 year later, they have only recovered by 60%. And the Austins are not alone. Small businesses across the state are still feeling the lingering effects of recent disasters. As such, disaster recovery has become a full-time job for the Florida SBDC Network. Since 2016, the Florida SBDC has successfully responded to federal disaster declarations and emergency executive orders for 4 hurricanes: Hermine, Matthew, Irma, and Michael, and red tide and algae blooms. Unfortunately, disasters can happen to anyone. Florida's small businesses can count on the Florida SBDC Network to lend a helping hand so they can get back to doing what they do best, adding vibrancy to our communities, employing workers, and creating wealth and prosperity for our economy.